And here is the Artist's Almanac for January 30th, 2018. Today is the birthday of legendary American actor Gene Hackman, born on this day in San Bernardino, California in 1930. Hackman left high school at 16 and joined the Marine Corps after lying about his age. Following his discharge in 1951, Hackman moved to New York and worked in several jobs, including dog catcher and as a uniformed doorman at a Howard Johnson's restaurant. At the age of 26, Hackman decided to give acting a try and moved to California to join the Pasadena Playhouse, where he and fellow aspiring actor Dustin Hoffman were voted least likely to succeed, inspiring them both to move back to New York City to make it in theater. There, Hoffman introduced Hackman to another struggling California actor, Robert Duvall. The three former roommates have since earned 19 Academy Award nominations for acting, with 5 wins. Hackman supported himself with bit roles and began performing summer stock theater and in off-Broadway plays. In 1964, Hackman was cast in the small role of Norman in Lilith, starring Warren Beatty. When Beatty was casting for Bonnie and Clyde in 1967, he cast Hackman as Buck Barrow, Clyde Barrow's brother, for which Hackman earned a nomination for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, and would again be nominated in I Never Sang for My Father, and would eventually win in 1972 for his role as Detective Jimmy Popeye Doyle in The French Connection. Hackman went on to star in dozens of films, many of them blockbusters like Superman, Hoosiers, Unforgiven, The Birdcage, and one of my all-time favorites, The Royal Tenenbaums. Hackman sums up his career a lot quicker than I can with this quote: "I went in the Marines when I was 16. I spent 4.5 years in the Marines and then came right to New York to be an actor. And then, 7 years later, I got my first job." Gene Hackman turns 88 years old today. Happy birthday, good sir. It's also the birthday of English drummer and songwriter Phil Collins, born in 1951 in London, England. At the age of 5, Collins received a toy drum set for Christmas and began practicing playing along with the radio and TV. Later, his uncle made him a makeshift set that he used regularly, followed by more complete sets bought by his parents. Collins studied drum rudiments as a teenager, but never learned to read and write conventional musical notation, and instead used a system he devised himself. He later regretted this, saying, "I never really came to grips with the music. I should have stuck with it. I've always felt that if I could hum it, I could play it. For me, that was good enough. But that attitude is bad." In mid-1970, the rock band Genesis advertised for a drummer sensitive to acoustic music. The audition took place at the home of the parents of singer Peter Gabriel in Chobham, Surrey. Arriving early, Collins took a swim in the pool and memorized the pieces before his audition. In August of 1970, Collins became the new drummer for Genesis, and in August of 1975, following Peter Gabriel's departure from the band, became the band's lead vocalist as well. Under Collins, Genesis would go on to sell over 150 million albums worldwide. Collins released his first solo album in December of 1978 with Face Value, which was an international success, and Collins went on to record 4 more hit albums in succession: Hello, I Must Be Going, No Jacket Required, But Seriously, and Both Sides. As a solo artist, Collins went on to sell over 150 million albums on his own, and is one of only 3 recording artists, along with Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson, to have sold over 100 million albums globally, both as part of a band and as a solo artist. Phil Collins turned 67 years old today. Happy birthday! Thanks for listening. Be kind, do good work, and until next time.